Good morning, Meridian, and welcome to Business Buzz, sponsored by TDS Fiber. Joining me today is Andrea Kavner with the Alzheimer's Association. She's the executive director for the Greater Idaho area. Welcome. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah. Well, we had an opportunity to meet with your walk coordinator recently, Alix, and learn a little bit more about the Alzheimer's Association and what you're doing here in the state. Can you maybe just tell us a little bit about the Alzheimer's Association and your mission and purpose?
Yeah, our vision is really simple. It's a world without Alzheimer's and all other dementia. And that means, here in the Treasure Valley. And so one of the things that we do is Alzheimer's is one of the few disease states that as soon as we have the diagnosis, we move almost immediately to taking care of the caregiver. Alzheimer's and dementia is extremely stigmatizing. It is very isolating, and anybody that has gone through this process knows exactly what I'm talking about. You kind of feel all alone, and our sole job is to take those with Alzheimer's and their loved ones out of the darkness, as it were, out of that isolation, and surround them with help and care and support, and then also drive to prevention measures, treatment, and ultimately a cure for Alzheimer's.
So when Alix and I were talking really recently, she was sharing about how much Alzheimer's really is impacting our families, our finances, and our future. Can you share some of those impacts that you're seeing this disease cause?
Yeah, so financially, Alzheimer's can be devastating. If you kind of take COVID out of the mix recently, Alzheimer's is easily one of the most expensive diseases that we have. Especially in those last years of life, Alzheimer's can be extremely expensive, and the toll that it takes on the family, we call it the long goodbye for a reason. It can be pretty devastating to families. And then in the workplace, I feel like Alzheimer's is one of those silent things that affect your business every day and you don't know it. So we know that 66% of all Alzheimer's patients are female, and also 66% of all primary caregivers are female. And so if you employ women, chances are you're dealing with Alzheimer's, whether you know it or not.
Yeah, and I know Alix was talking about, it's leaving the workforce to care for a family member, and predominantly those are usually the female having to take that role within the family dynamic of caring for a family member. So
we know about 25% of all primary caregivers are what we call the sandwich generation, which means that they are caregiving for their loved one with dementia, but they also have somebody that under the age of 18 that they're primary caregivers for as well. So we know about 10%, so 1 out of every 10 primary caregivers will leave the workforce entirely, but almost 60% will either come in early, leave late, give up promotions. I mean, it really affects their working in some way. And so, and like I said, it's one of those silent things that as business owners, maybe we don't think about, but is really affecting your workforce, again, whether you see it or not.
Yeah. Besides organizing the annual walk, which we'll talk about here in just a few minutes to raise money, what other programs does your organization provide to those struggling with the disease here in Idaho?
Yeah, so 3 things predominantly. The first is that we do support groups. Again, this disease can be extremely isolating, and so getting groups of individuals together to share their experiences, their tips, their best practices, resources, et cetera, is extremely important. We also offer care navigation services, really taking those individuals by the hand and walking them through the diagnosis, so it doesn't feel like a tsunami of decisions just kind of dumped on them. And then last is we do community education. So sitting down with community members, in small groups, large groups, et cetera, and giving them information. Probably our most popular workshop is Know the 10 Signs, which juxtaposes normal aging to possible symptoms of dementia and Alzheimer's.
Yeah. So dementia and Alzheimer's are different, correct? I mean, so can you maybe explain to our viewers a little bit of the difference?
Yeah. So dementia is an umbrella term that encompasses all cognitive decline. So if you think about that's like the symptom, right? So if you think about like a sinus infection or whatever, dementia would be the runny nose or the sore throat. It is a symptom of the disease. So it's the umbrella term. There are over 200 different types of dementia. However, Alzheimer's is kind of the gorilla underneath that umbrella. It accounts for anywhere between 60 to 80% of all dementia. But there are many different kinds of dementia, including Parkinson's-induced dementia, frontal temporal, Lewy body is one that your folks may have heard of. And so so that's why, again, we are the Alzheimer's Association, but we work in all fields of dementia.
Okay. Speaking of walks, you've got a big fundraiser coming up.
When? I haven't heard.
Yeah. Here in Meridian, the Walk to End Alzheimer's. Can you tell us a little bit more about this walk, how long it's been going on, and the what you hope to achieve?
Yeah, so we call the Walk to End Alzheimer's really the community's largest support group. It's really a day where we invite the community to come out from their homes, out from the shadows, and really build community. It's been going on for over 10 years now, and it is a time where we anticipate we'll have over 1,000 people there this year, out at Kleiner Park. And not only is it a fundraiser, but it's also, again, just a time to again, feel like you have a community around you that cares and is supportive.
What is your favorite part about Walk Day whenever you all get together?
That is so easy. Sean, again, I've been in the nonprofit world for a hot minute. I've been to more fundraisers, and I'm sure you have too, right? Than we can shake a stick at. There is nothing like the Walk to End Alzheimer's. And there's something called the Promise Garden Ceremony, where we invite individuals to share their flowers. Let me see if I actually, I have mine right here. This is my first flower that I ever got at when I was on staff. And the color of your flower indicates your relationship to Alzheimer's. And what I call this is a terrible shorthand. So a purple flower means that you lost somebody to Alzheimer's. And so I can look around and I can see the sea of purple flowers, and we immediately understand each other. Blue flowers are people that have dementia. Yellow flowers are individuals that are currently caregiving for somebody with dementia. And orange flowers are people that just want to see the end of Alzheimer's. And so it is the most visually moving, stunning experience of building community like that that I've ever seen. And so, again, I would encourage all of your viewers today to come out and join us on October 1st. So it's better, something you've never seen before.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. How can a local business get involved and support the walk?
Oh, excellent. So kind of the two things that they can do is, number one is sponsor, right? So if you want to sponsor and get your name out there and to have some marketing benefits, there's definitely ways that we can do that. But probably moreover, and what I would encourage your viewers to do and businesses around the Meridian area to do is actually just start a team. The really unique thing about a walk is you can actually start leveraging our brand on day one without a single dollar investment. So if you start a team and let your clients and your partners, et cetera, know that you're involved with the Alzheimer's Association, you can start leveraging those benefits on absolutely day one. And I can guarantee you, both of your employees and your customer base, they care about Alzheimer's, because all of us have been touched, unfortunately, by this disease. And so go to alz.org/walk. There it is right there. Find the Meridian Walk and sign up a team. It is absolutely free to join. And then you can get, again, your clients, your customers, your employees signed up on a team and then come out on walk day.
So when is the walk here in Meridian again, and where is it located?
So it's on October 1st at Kleiner Park. So we are one of the largest fundraisers actually in Meridian. And so would love to see, I live in Meridian. Meridian is my home. My husband's on the city council. And so I always love it when people from Meridian come out to our event. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Adrian, I really appreciate you taking the time to share with our business community today a little bit more about the Alzheimer's Association and what you're doing for our community. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Sean.
Yeah, thank you for joining us today. Coming up with the Chamber, we've got some events and activities that you want to know about. We have our first Friday event, August 5th, at the new Big B Coffee. So be sure and come out 7:30 in the morning to join us for that event. We're still taking nominations for our Small Business Awards program. Those nominations close this Friday. Please make sure you get your favorite business organization nominated for that. The awards program will be at the end of August. And then our next major kind of event coming up is our Queens of the Greens, our Women in Leadership Ladies Only Golf Tournament, August 12th. The teams are sold out, but we still have some sponsorship opportunities. And we have tickets to the golf clinic and fashion show luncheon still available. So be sure and go online and reserve your spots there. But until then, Meridian, have a great week and try to stay cool. Thank you very much.